Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're casting a magical look at the 10 best Easter eggs featured in the lovingly crafted and beautifully designed world of Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Harry's Patronus reference. During the Richard Jackdaw quest early on in the game, you find yourself within the Forbidden Forest. At one point, you happen across an ethereal pond/lake nestled in the forest. As you get closer to this point, it quickly becomes clear to Potter fans that this is the location where Harry saves Sirius Black from the Dementors during the events of The Prisoner of Azkaban. It's in this location that Harry produces his stag Patronus to clear out the Dementors. In-game, your character makes a small remark about the number of stags in the area, clearly referencing Harry's special Patronus.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Hufflepuff trip to Azkaban. Did you know that you can briefly visit Azkaban in Hogwarts Legacy? Well, unless you are playing as a Hufflepuff witch or wizard, you likely missed out on this. You see, each Hogwarts house has their own specific house quest. In the case of Hufflepuff, this quest comes in the form of Prisoner of Love. This quest has to do with a murder mystery, one involving the likes of Richard Jackdaw, the girl he was to meet, Anne, Eldritch Diggory, Helen Thistlewood, and Apollonia Black. The long and short of it is that Anne was wrongly accused, sent to Azkaban, and has been withering away there since. So you end up apparating to Azkaban with Helen in order to set things straight and move along the Richard Jackdaw questline. Getting to step foot into this harrowing prison is quite something to behold. Although you only stay here briefly and the zone to walk around is very limited, it's still a special treat to see the Dementors flying above the cells, guarding and keeping watch, and taking in the ambiance of this creepy, infamous locale.
Helen? Helen! Know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
The Vanishing Cabinet. During the Room of Requirement questline, in which you follow Professor Weasley, you are able to peruse the various knickknacks, trinkets, and discarded Hogwarts items lying around this special area. Interestingly, one such item that can be found will look eerily familiar to Harry Potter fans. Yep, the Vanishing Cabinet that Draco Malfoy used to sneak Death Eaters into Hogwarts from Borgin and Burkes during the events of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is here to see. You can't actually do anything with it, but it's still a great nod to that part of the Potter lore. Professor Snape Surprise Box.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Continuing on in the Room of Requirement, there's another super easy to miss Easter egg all about Professor Snape. On a small table in front of a painting of a woman on a couch lies a Jack-in-the-Box, or rather a Snape-in-the-Box, I suppose. This cheeky little reference to Professor Snape is so simple yet utterly endearing, especially as you see Snape pop out of the box to surprise you. It's little blink-and-you-miss-it Easter eggs like this that show the staggering attention to detail and love for the source material shown by the devs of this lovely game.
There will be no foolish wand-waving or silly incantations in this class.
Professor Umbridge's educational decrees. Ah yes, Professor Dolores Umbridge. You really do love to hate her. This divisive professor is all about her rules, regulations, and educational decrees. You might remember in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Argus Filch hangs up a plethora of these decrees in order to try and keep students in line. Well, Hogwarts Legacy didn't skimp out on this detail. Right near the potions classroom, you can spot a bunch of these decrees hanging up on the wall for you to gawk at. It's a great little nod to the cat-loving Professor Umbridge and her intense view on all things rules and regulations. Ron Weasley's Dress Robes. It's hard not to chuckle to yourself when thinking of Ron's face as he opens his Christmas present from his mom in excitement, only to be greeted by some gaudy, frumpy, and yet still lovingly created and crafted dress robes that he is to wear for the Yule Ball in Goblet of Fire.
What are those? Those?
My dress robes.
Well, they're all right. No lace, no dodgy little collar.
If you are someone that also wanted to don these robes, Hogwarts Legacy lets you do just that. Coming in the form of the fashionable dress robes, this unlockable outfit looks just like Ron's robes, frills, flair, and all. Getting your hands on these robes will require you to complete all of the Hogwarts Secrets challenge, including the likes of the challenging Depulso rooms. It's a fun little outfit to wear if you want to look like Ron, especially during the magical winter/Christmas season at Hogwarts. Painting of a hippo.
Lumos.
Remember that moment in Prisoner of Azkaban when the fat lady gets attacked by Sirius Black and moves to a new painting, the one with a grassland scene and a hippo? Well, a super similar version of that painting just so happens to be in Hogwarts Legacy.
It's him, Headmaster. The one they all talk about. He's here, somewhere in the castle. Sirius Black!
You're in the castle, Mr. Joseph.
Head down the stairs near the Gryffindor common room and follow the hallway until you see a large map on the wall in front of you. You must use Depulso to activate the switch above the map, whereby a secret room opens up with the painting inside. While the fat lady doesn't pop up behind the hippo like she does in the movie, it's still a fun nugget of lore that you could easily just miss. Secrets of the Darkest Arts book. The Horcruxes that Voldemort uses to seal away pieces of his soul are integral to the Harry Potter series. These machinations come from the Secrets of the Darkest Arts book. Tom Riddle likely utilized this nefarious book to discover the use of the Horcruxes, learning about both how to create and destroy them. Interestingly, the restricted section of the Hogwarts Castle Library houses this book, yet it's entirely possible that you don't even realize it's there. During the Secrets of the Restricted Section quest with Sebastian, he makes a comment about the book.
Secrets of the Darkest Arts. I'm impressed.
To many, this may just sound like a random one-off remark. However, for Potter fans, this book of evil magic surrounds the villainy of Lord Voldemort. Even after the quest is over, you can still venture down to the restricted section to see this book sitting on a low-lying shelf.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after.
Thestrals appear. Right at the very start of the game, there's a pretty dark Easter egg that's incredibly easy to miss. During this prologue, your witch or wizard along with Professor Fig and George Ostric are flying via a magical carriage. Well, many non-Potter fans might just think that this happens to be an enchanted carriage that can fly on its own. However, us Potter fans know something different is actually at play here. Yep, you guessed it, Thestrals. Since Thestrals only appear to those who have witnessed death, it makes sense that we, the players, don't see them at first, attached to the carriage. However, as the group fly through the sky, they are attacked by a nasty dragon. Unfortunately for George Ostric, he is quickly killed by this dragon when the carriage is split in two. It's right at this point that the Thestrals appear, pulling the remaining half of the carriage. This dark reference means that your budding 5th year student hasn't witnessed death up until this point. That's definitely ominous indeed.
After you. Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
The Partially Transfigured Teacup.
Lumos.
Now, to be fair, if you are someone trying to scoop up every single field guide page in Hogwarts Legacy, you might have found this awesome nod to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. In the movie, Ron attempts to use transfiguration to turn his rat Scabbers into a teacup. Of course, this didn't go well, and Scabbers only partially transfigured, thus turning him into an unholy blend of rat and teacup.
Well, who would like to go first? Mr. Weasley. 1, 2, 3, Ferraverto.
Well, in-game, specifically in Professor Weasley's classroom, you can find an Easter egg of this item housed in a glass container with the field guide page pointing out the dangers of not fully focusing on a spell, in this case Transfiguration. Plus, a bit of second-year foreshadowing is thrown in for good measure.
Confringo!
So, do you agree with our picks for this list? Hogwarts Legacy is overflowing with delightful Easter eggs just like these ones. So be sure to let us know down in the comments what Easter eggs you found while exploring the wonderfully created world of Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you for watching this video from MojoPlays. If you do want to see more from us, then be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our daily gaming videos.